Chef Josh here with Kaya Sushi Catering. In this demonstration, I want to show you guys how to utilize your yellowfin tuna that we had prepped earlier. We had cut it out and we made seared salmon, or excuse me, seared tuna with that one. And then the remaining uh, piece that is left, I would like to show you what to do next with that. Okay, so you start off with, want to cut out the sinew or this ligament off of that, and then you want to go ahead and skin it. Make sure it's all separated. This is all the bloodline, all the hard sinew, tendon that you don't need. It's not edible. The skin, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, and go ahead and cut out the outer layer with the bloodline, and separate that. See, again, the hard tissue that you can't eat, it's tossed. The remaining, what we'll do, we'll go ahead and scrape it. You can use a spoon too, it works better. I don't have a spoon available at the moment, so I'm just making this work with the knife here. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Really break it down. Again, this is a really dense fish because it has been dry aged now, so there's hardly any moisture in this. Okay, break this down. We'll go ahead and put this in our container here. You can use either sriracha or a little bit of spicy mayo if you prefer, depending on what kind of heat preference you like. I don't like mine super spicy, so I'm just going to be using a spicy mayo, which is just your sriracha and your Japanese mayo mix. Now, if you don't have that available at your house, you can always purchase it either at the link that's below here in the details, or you can go to any of your local supermarkets and check it out in the Asian section of the market. You should be able to find it there. It's very commonly supplied or used. Mark this down. Going to add a little bit of our salmon roe to it, just for some savoriness and umami flavor. Toss that in there. Come on. I guess it doesn't want to go. A little bit more. This down. Just a little bit. Keep in mind, a little bit goes a long ways. Add that. A couple of drops of our sesame oil. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and mix this up. Okay. Now, what I like to do, this is my personal little secret that I do. After this is made, I like to add a little bit of pickled ginger. Get some slices off of that. Make sure the gill is off. Okay. Nice and thin. Okay. Put that in there. It's a real nice flavor to it. Ginger flavor. So next, what I'll do is, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. You can see it's a little dry now, right? The fish kind of absorbed all the mayo and the oil. I'll add a little bit more spicy mayo to this. Because I'm running out of mayo too. Okay. We'll go ahead and mix this up. Okay, so next, what I can do is, I have my little stove going on here. I'll take a slice of nori. This one went withered. I'll grab a fresh slice. I'll turn this down low And lightly just go ahead and toast this up. You have to constantly move it, so you have to make sure it doesn't burn. And you'll see it smoke out. It's okay. That's normal. Moving. As you are running it over the fire, you can see it starts to get crispier. What happens is the nori, this is actually an algae. This is like a seaweed that's actually found at the bottom of the ocean. So what they do is they cultivate it, and then they dry it out, and they make paste out of it, and they layer it out, and then they toast it. And so when they make layers of it, this is like long sheets. Okay, and so this tends to absorb a lot of the moisture from the air if it's exposed too long outside. So you have to use whatever that you're using, and you have to cover the rest right away. Okay, a little bit more on this end. Let's see, dry it out a little. As you can see, the difference between this, how crispier it got, versus what I have here. It's still crispy, but not as crispy as this guy. I just toasted this. Okay. Next, what I'll do is I will grab my wasabi, like a little tiny scoop. Put it at one corner. We'll just rub it on one end, like so. Okay. Grab my little ball of sushi rice, which I've shown in my last couple videos. Okay. I will be turning this into a sushi hand roll. This will be a spicy tuna hand roll made with 11-day aged yellowfin tuna. With sushi, a little bit goes wrong ways. Remember that. Okay, we'll set that aside. Make sure this is in the center. Okay, not a whole lot more is needed than this. We'll just go ahead and roll it up. Turn this into a sushi cone. And what I like to do is add my favorite, which is sturgeon caviar, right on top, and then serve it. And this is how a sushi hand roll is made. The best way to utilize your tuna, the remaining scraps, you can always scrape it off and turn it into either spicy tuna rolls or spicy tuna hand rolls. See you next time.